Bucked Up is a company who has made it their sole mission to bring nothing but the best to the table when it comes to supplemental and fitness products. Founded by two forward-thinking brothers, they have assembled a team of like-minded people who have blossomed this company into a powerhouse in the fitness world as well as in the health and wellness community. Bucked Up is focused on using only the best ingredients and scientists to create amazing products that will help amplify performance, increase energy, and promote overall wellness. Jumpstart your fitness journey with some amazing Bucked Up products today. Join the Weekly Bus Boys and let's get bucked up now. Promo code WEEKLY for 20% off at checkout.
Bust water, bust through when bust moves. Stay true to kill it and stay smooth. Handsome brothers stay set in the mood, but they wanted funky rhymes from the brother so cool. Trying to check the vibes and set the conversation. The keenest minds to find this observation. I'm on 10 podcast, so don't not face it. We'll be the first to declare our greatness. Checking out, check out, I'm checking it twice on the weekly. I'm busting, cause busting is life. If you don't know, now you do though. You should peep game, that'd be cool though. Cause your part is crucial, so get on the movement. If you ain't busting, don't know what you doing. Wasting your time and ignoring the truest. Some of the realest, they greatly influence. Kings in Montana creating a movement. Scrapping or rapping or laughing or acting. It really don't matter, cause this is our passion. We busting and trusting. It really is something when it comes to our family. You know that we love them. That's how we roll. Montana in the house and we taking control. Podcast kings in the place to be. We taking over. Just wait and see.
Slow down and catch the vibe. Weekly buzz will be on the night. No rules, stay true and tried. It's bus forward, it's ride or die. Slow down and catch the vibe. Weekly bus will be on the night. No rules, stay true and tried. It's bus forward, it's ride or die.
Yo, welcome to the Weekly Bus. This is episode 3, 4, 5.
It's episode 5 of On Fight World Live.
How is that possible already?
Because we the shit burger.
And we're being tonight's guest is we are being joined by a BKFC female fighter. She's a bad motherfucker, man.
She is headlining on March 2nd in Edmonton, Alberta. First Jade Masan Wong. It is Gabrielle Roman.
Hello.
How are you?
What's up? How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing good. Anybody that is a returning viewer, you see we have a different backdrop. We are in a new studio. We are doing great. How are you?
Good, yeah. I like also the for the virtual, the Matrix background that you got going on.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Dope, yeah.
You guys are like
Shout out to our sponsors.
the agents.
The agents. Yeah.
Oh, yep. So what's what?
Everywhere.
How, is that news? Is that you're headlining? What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, so I it just dropped yesterday. My manager calls me and he's like, "Hey, so I think you're the main event now." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" But there was some medical issues with the main event, so I hope they're okay. But it bumped me and Jad up to main event, so yeah.
Do I see a cassette tape or a cassette player behind you?
Yeah.
You like that old school music?
No, I'm doing laundry right now and I'm at my grandmother's house. So
okay. I was like, I haven't seen one of those in a minute, man.
Yeah, those are the best. You already know. Yeah. I miss those CD players that used to have the radios in them. You know, and when you had to play with the string just to get them fucking headphones working. Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
But come on, what about the Walkman anti-skip? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, no shit, dude. The red, the Walkman is red.
Hell yeah.
Swiss, maybe we should. I don't know. I feel like we should take half that light down. It was bright as shit. I'm getting blinded, baby. But go on.
Bright, Swiss.
Get it.
Yeah, so
Bring her in with the.
so we have a tradition here where we like to ask people, where did you come from? Where did you go? I don't know much about you. I've been seeing the Donnybrook has been sharing some stuff about
right there on top of that chair, bro.
About you. So I kind of been recently paying attention. So yeah, how did you, what was it like growing up? Where are you from? And what kind of brought you into the fighting world?
So I grew up. I am from Perth. Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Okay, sorry, because I can't hear one of you guys good. So
Hey, which one is that? Which one can't you hear?
the guy in the middle.
Hello. You can't hear me?
Yeah, no, not that mic. No, I can hear you because of you sounding off on the other mics, but
Okay,
Ah,
what about now?
not really.
grab that one.
Yeah, I'll just switch out.
Whoa.
All right. Okay. Hello.
Yes, now I can hear you.
All right,
Yes.
cool.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Let's go. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl. I grew up, had a rough life, just like,
Tuck it under the ceiling.
huh?
You're good. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. I just, I got into a lot of fights, family fights, things like that. I was locked up for most of my teenage years in juvie or in programs. So that's really that's the general overview.
Okay.
It doesn't give a city of where you come from, and like, did I miss it?
Yeah, I'm from
Jersey.
Perth Amboy. Yeah, New Jersey.
I've never even heard of that, so that's cool.
So it's all right. Yeah, you it's I'm
Is
putting
it a,
up. So I mean, Bon Jovi from Jersey. We got a lot of first and a lot of people from Jersey.
Hey, shout out to our boy David Potter. He's also from New Jersey.
So you go.
is it part of the city, or is it like a small town USA?
It's a small town. It's actually we're right before you head over to the bridge to New York. So like we're like,
shit. Cool.
yeah.
What kind of knucklehead shit were you up to?
I was just always fighting, man. Hustling, trying to get money, for food and for weed. And
Yeah. Let's go. Party on, Wayne.
Party on, girl.
So yeah, it was just that type of shit growing up. Fighting for stupid shit, trying to be there for my homies, or trying, somebody, I don't know, I mean, you guys look around the same age as me, but if somebody looks at you or they say something, you're not really supposed to talk, you're just supposed to like pop off. So it was a lot of those type of circumstances growing up. Family things, like, my mom and my stepfather would get into it a lot at that time. So it was that, juvie stuff, program stuff. It was just a lot of fighting throughout the years. I was like the one consistent thing that I had. So I'm sure that's one of the reasons why I am the way that I am.
So did you do like glove boxing and stuff at all? Or how did you get into bare knuckle?
Amateur. I've done amateur. I've done kickboxing. Jiu-jitsu is actually where I started all my fighting, was in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
But boxing, not like, I've done amateur. I have pro boxing, but I'm only like 5'1", and that was mostly like out of state. Yeah, but bare knuckles definitely were like, I took to. I always wanted to do bare knuckle. I always felt like it was the most realist type of fighting that you can do.
So what led you to bare knuckle anyway? Like, well, like, was there a particular individual that was like, yo, you would be fit for this particular sport?
No, I remember seeing about it. I remember hearing about it, and I've always fought bare knuckle. So I was like, yo, I feel like I'd be really good at this. And I went to the tryouts. They held tryouts out. I forgot what year it was, but it was the first tryout held out in Belfast, New York. Like in the main place, like where the Rocky and freaking Creed.
They had the police academy there, don't they? The Belfast Police Academy.
It was so dope. It was so cool. It was like right out of a movie. I was the only female there out of like all the men there. And I went and I did the tryouts. Bare knuckle offered me a contract, and I didn't follow through for other reasons. And 2 years later, like 2 or 3 years later, last year I did my first debut. Jules called me for Courtney Cameron. She's a fucking animal. And
yes.
Yeah.
You guys that came to a draw, right?
Yeah, it was 5 rounds. It was 5 rounds. One most altitude Denver at that, on the Mike Perry card too. with
that was on a huge card there for it to be that your first kind of opening fight there.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
No, my shit's fucked up.
Is his shit now not working?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, we'd rather you tell us.
We're running on the fly, like legitimately. We're on the bone skeleton of a studio right now.
And it's
Yeah.
the makings of the greatness. It's all good.
Let him use your mic.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, so I was just saying that's a pretty big card to be on for your first fight. How was that? That's got to be pretty exciting. That's pretty stacked.
Yeah, man. I always feel like it's a blessing. No matter, it was 8-day notice fight. I had to gain.
Shit.
Huh?
I said, oh shit, 8 days.
Yeah, it was 8 days, and I had to fight at 140. It was a catch weight of 140, and I remember my coach. He was like, "What the fuck, Gabby?" Like, and I know my other coaches weren't around for them to talk about it really, to like as a team. So obviously it was a no-go. It was very dangerous for me. Obviously, it's bare knuckle too, at that. So they were really trying to like have me in danger like that, or have something happen and then feel guilty about it and stuff. And it was like just bad timing for them. So I ended up having to fly out dolo for the fight because I wasn't. Yeah, but thank God, Jules ended up finding me the cornerman that cornered me for that fight, Jerome. Yeah, but no, I mean, it was amazing. It was great.
Hey, for 8 days to go 5 rounds, that's fucking sick.
Fuck yeah, man, and especially on that stage. You know what I mean?
That's the only big card the boys missed last year.
Yeah, that was a big fucking card. I was sad that I wasn't there presently on that one. That was a huge card.
Right?
Yeah, that really had the fight didn't even make me nervous. It was all those freaking people. It was like it was like out of a movie. It was like my legs were shaking. I was so nervous. And I was like, yo, I hope nobody sees me like being this nervous and thinks it's because I'm fighting, because this shit, because the fighting was the easiest part of the whole thing.
I think it's still neat
like
that
to see how, up to it.
Yeah, it's neat to see how green she is still, because like I see the passion behind there, but you're like you're still new to the scene. It's cool. I like it.
Thank you.
You had another banger on the Mundell Richmond card, right? With Kroll.
Yeah.
You did pull the W on that one.
Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting to win in the first round. That was nuts. But my coach prepared me well for that shit. He made me drill that same move that we kept doing. My uncle actually made me do that same move as well for the Courtney card, because I didn't have anybody to help me. It was crazy. Like I'm telling you, like it's really God setting all this shit up, because there's no way that I can be doing this shit like the way that it's happening. You know what I mean? Like it's even with now too, with the whole moving from co-main event, like even being in co-main event or just being in BKFC period, like it's going to be the biggest platform out there. So just everything happening the way that it has been happening, there's no way I could have ever done like better of planning things the way that it has been happening. Like it's all but God like situation. So I'm just making sure that I'm doing my job. Like I'm staying ready. I'm making sure that I'm training my ass off. I'm trying to make sure that if the opportunity presents itself, that I'm not going to sit there and mess it up,
Are you preparing yourself for a big cut, or are you staying pretty close to weight right now?
Yeah, I don't really need to cut. I walk around at 125, 130. So that's why I'm supposed to be fighting 115. That's the weight class I'm supposed to be fighting. But Jade is a warrior. I remember when I saw her fight, I was like, "Ooh, I want to fight her. She's got some hands." So she's definitely one that I wanted to test myself with. So when my manager called me, he was like, "Hey, so it's not your weight bracket, but it's 125." And when he told me who it was, I was like, "Yes, say yes." Like so it wasn't hard to say yes to that. I don't want
a true fighter spirit.
Yeah, facts. I would rather get my ass whooped than take an easy fight. So
So you said you're from Jersey. Is that where you live in now too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick. So this gonna be your first time in Edmonton?
Yeah.
I think it's. I think I've always kind of wanted to go there. It seems like it's
Canada's
kind of a dope
fucking
spot.
dope, dude.
They say Edmonton's lit. You know that big ass mall and stuff.
Right,
I
baby.
went there when I was young.
Did
I
you?
was like 10. It's pretty nuts.
Did you get lost like Home Alone?
I was kind of a naughty kid, so my parents kept it very.
Give him the
close-
mic, baby.
close
Give him the
eye on
mic.
me.
So,
No.
tell us about Edmonton Mall.
Yeah, it was cool. It's big as fuck. There's a. They used to have a big ass hockey rink in there. I don't know if it's still in there, but the Oilers went and practiced on there.
While you were
Because-
there?
Well, no, right before that because
Oh.
something happened with their rink.
Did you yell, "Make him lose a tooth"?
No. Yeah, no, my parents kept a pretty close eye on us because we were naughty kids, so we never got too far away from them.
Yeah.
So is this will be the second time they've gone to Canada now, right? Then they just have a
First, right?
I haven't seen them in Canada.
Or no, they haven't yet. Okay, so this is the upcoming one.
But they might have one this week coming up in Canada. right?
What, baby?
I don't know. I have it pulled up. Let me look.
Yeah.
Let me double check that real quick.
Canada's a new experiment. I think it's fucking sick. They jumped aboard.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fighting
Lovely.
a girl that reminds me of a character off Mortal Kombat. Not anyone in particular, but it's one that you would actually see on Mortal Kombat. Am I wrong, you guys?
No, I could say that.
I
Yeah.
mean, is it the way she dresses? Possibly. You know, with the tassels on the like the way it's like, you know, she got some Muay Thai shorts. It just reminds me of like a Mortal Kombat character.
Pretty. She's a good fighter and she's not like an asshole. So for sure, I can see that.
So
Yeah.
You guys fight at 125?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be that, dude. I'm excited. Small prospect card, only 7 fights on that card. So I mean yours is the one we're looking forward to on that one.
Hey, the last prospect card
They got
was
down though, right?
dope,
They
bro.
got down.
Fuck
Albuquerque
all,
went off.
fuck all the
Good.
nonsense. That shit was
I know, and
fire.
it was big, dude. They had like 10
Way
or
bigger
11
than I
fights.
thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? I
Yeah, I
thought the
figured,
prospect series was
like,
fire, dude.
Like 5 to 7 fights, like this Canada one, but that one was like 11 or 12 fights, dude. It was nice.
Yeah, dude, it was stacked too, dude. Not like well, obviously they put some bigger banger like fighters on there, but like still, you probably didn't need them
I mean,
on
Dakota
that
fight
card.
one of the Dotson brothers was sick.
You
You
didn't.
know,
Oh, dude, it was sick as shit, baby. I fucking liked watching it a lot. You are you gonna be preparing for yourself like in a special way, preparing for Jade at all?
And my taking care of that. I'm just listening like I'm supposed to.
that's right. Just show up every day and get shit done, right?
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
anything is specifically such as like power striking or working with speed.
I'm told not to say anything specific. So
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, like, I know she's basically an all around fighter. Like she's got the hands, she's got the cardio, she's got the strength. So there's not really much to not prepare for.
Right. But
And
I
like-
think it's gonna be a dog fight. I think it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, no,
Well,
for
Didn't you get fight of the night one night?
I think I just don't remember what card it was. Yeah, I did. I just
You got an award. I thought I was pretty like maybe like I was like positive when I was researching you that I seen something from BK.
no, I didn't get any award. I was nominated. But no,
Okay, got you.
I didn't get any award. No.
Yeah. Like, was it on Mission Accomplished?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I seen something. I couldn't remember what.
shout
I
out
came
to the
across.
boys at Mission Accomplished, Mike and Kyle.
Fuck yeah, always shining out. Those guys are always so informative, ready to give the best information as far as the bare knuckle community comes.
Hell yeah, dude. I like what Mike's got going on now with these, like what happened to the rankings or what's up with the, you know what I mean? Little
He
suck that fucker down, bro.
guzzle it. Pull that. Guzzle it, baby.
Sounds good, right? Oh, hey, I like that cup. That's dope. Snoopy cup.
Thank you. Yes. My coffee.
My daughter's got her Apple Watch set to a Snoopy theme, so it's
No,
yeah.
I love
That's-
peanuts.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
I love Calvin and Hobbes. That's my favorite. Comic.
Christian loves penis. Come on, man. Let's go. That was funny.
Like Geeglock once said, "Let's go."
What?
Come on,
Hey-
Jake. What do you got?
Yeah, why are you being so weird, dude?
Because my mic's fucked up. I don't wanna
He's
be
all
down
sad.
across
He's
the way.
all fucking
Just over here
sad,
So what-
baby.
Was it just kind of a natural transition? Like what happened after high school? You said you were kind of getting in trouble and stuff. What kind of led you to kind of straighten it up, if you
Good
will?
question.
Like what led you into the fighting world after high school, if you will?
My son, I got pregnant.
Okay.
At what age?
Yeah, how old are you?
I got pregnant at 18 and gave birth to him when I was 19. So after that, I knew that I had to I didn't really care, about myself or anything like consequence or anything. But when I got pregnant, and I knew I had to care. So
yeah. So
yeah.
you had your kid, and then what led you then to like the fighting world? Did you have some friends that you knew that were training and stuff like that, or how did you end up starting to do that whole thing?
Oh, look at the puppy!
Molly, she's the bus dog now.
It's our
She's our
mascot.
new mascot.
Oh, she's a pretty mascot.
Yeah.
She's the best, huh, baby?
So if you hear a little snoring in the back, it's her just cranked out.
Or if you hear us bitching about it stinking in here, it's because she's fucking farting so
Yeah,
bad.
when we started
Oh my
this, she left
God.
us a stink one when we started
my
this episode. But that's what makes the bus, She just goes haywire at all times.
Hell yeah.
So none of these are really working, bro. Come on.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to tell.
I don't
Like,
know what to tell you.
Christian can do wild things, baby. Yeah, you can do.
Oh, I know what happened.
What happened?
Hello.
No, that's not working. It's very, very low.
It's very low, but it is working.
Mm-hmm. That, or maybe I can turn off of your mic.
Oh, wow.
We'll keep. Oh shit. We'll keep.
So
yakking
we've
here.
seen, unlike a lot of these other spectator sports or combat sports, the rap kind of being like not entertaining or slower paced. BKFC does not have that reputation.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear us now?
No, I can hear you.
So good. That was such a good question.
No, that was good, dude. So now what do we do? Hello? Oh shit, we're way low.
Bring it back, baby.
Just put it back on what we have.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go back to here.
Hello.
That's much better. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We're going through
Okay,
HDMI.
so I said back to the question was unlike a lot of these other spectator sports or combat sports where in the female side of things they get criticized as having maybe not as entertaining or slower pace kind of sport. BKFC does not have that reputation with female fighters or as far as a female sport. It is just as entertaining as the men, and they do have a lot of fans. And you got to think some of the pioneers are part of that with Faria and shit. What do you think about fighting a girl that's kind of making her name in the sport as well as kind of coming up and wanting to fight the best of the best, such as yourself? Like you both kind of feel the same. Like you're willing to take on the right challengers to kind of earn that name in the sport.
Yeah. As long as I don't like, I'm not definite because I'm not a bully. I'm not trying to abuse anybody. I know that might sound really cocky, but if I know I can beat you, then I'm not going to fight you. Like it's really that simple. I'm not going to, I don't, as much as we all need the money, I don't need the money that bad. I will, I don't feel like it's right. I feel like if God forbid if something was to happen to that woman for her just trying to provide for herself or follow her dreams or, do those things, then that's fine. But I'm not gonna sit there and do that to anybody. But if she's a challenge, or if she's in a spot where I have no choice but to, because I have to either get to her spot or get past her.
Excuse me. I hope I just didn't stop you with that cough. I was vaping too tough. Shout out to TP4, our one-stop vape and head shop. 20 past 4, 5 locations in 4 in Montana and 1 in Arizona.
Yes, sir. Can she hear you?
Can you hear me on this now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I feel like Jake has something to say. Give him the mic.
I'll speak it out, Jake.
He's over there just itching. I can tell.
No, I was just thinking.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was just wondering from earlier, which kind of circling back to what I was asking is, what led you then? You had your kids, so what kind of brought you into the fight world? Did you have friends that were training? Were you interested in like MMA first or Muay Thai, and then you kind of got into the bare knuckle thing, or how did that all kind of come together?
I was training. I was working out at a gym. I was a big like gym head. And
Meaning like weightlifting or like, just
Or like boxing.
weightlifting, just being in the gym, just working out. And the gym that I was going to at that time started up a jiu-jitsu class and they needed females. And they were like, hey, so if you join our class, we won't charge you. We just need more women. We're trying to get more women involved. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll try it. And I remember the first class that I took, I was like hooked. I was addicted. And I was like, why the fuck wasn't I doing this before? Like, why didn't I even try this? And it was amazing. Like, it was, so that's why I said before, when you asked me my fighting experience, I started out in jiu-jitsu. And it just escalated. Like, it just went from jiu-jitsu to kickboxing, then to fighting for kickboxing, to boxing, and like just so on. Like I did some training in MMA, but that was only like not even a year, back and forth. But it was mainly jiu-jitsu and kickboxing that I majored in. Boxing, again, it was always like, I guess it was always just natural.
So with some of the pioneer females in the sport, like Faria, you know what I mean, that are kind of paving the way, she is heavy into the support of Muay Thai. Do you think you'll ever pick up any Muay Thai training along in the way to kind of learn to clinch better?
I drill a clinch already. I've done it for like years. But I know that they started a Muay Thai bare knuckle, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm even like, I would even love to fight Muay Thai bare knuckle. I'm waiting for bare knuckle to drop a bare knuckle. I'm just like, I miss that shit. That way I can have more options of what to do.
That'd be awesome. Chris
yeah,
said he's interested in
clench.
that.
I love clenching. I definitely
Bare knuckle MMA.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for BKFC to drop some bare knuckle MMA. I saw Dana White and David Fieldman in a picture recently, and I'm hoping that they're doing something with bare knuckle MMA, because that
was the question that I arised was, is there a possible merger, and not merger as in like maybe ownership rights, but like maybe a 50-50. I don't know what they would do, but maybe start a special like 2 times a year, like an event where they do this, some spectacular, you know what I mean, where you'd
like
see
one big hoorah a year.
Yeah. Dude, do you know how many people will go to those things? Especially like in the Sphere or something, think about doing it in the Sphere in Vegas.
And that was 3 days
Massive
after
dollars.
Conor McGregor sat there and posted bare knuckle all night on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Conor loves bare knuckle, man. He straight up said,
Forged Irish Stout.
He said, this shit is the fucking fire, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, with people as big as that talking about the sport, it's only a matter of time before I believe that bare knuckle becomes the biggest sport. So Dana had to pivot in order to kind of see the transition come in. I think it's a matter of time.
Yeah, like you can't help. This is one of the things that I love about bare knuckle, is that as political as boxing and all these other fighting platforms have become, it's harder to do that with bare knuckle, unless like the fighter is willing to sit there and talk or whatever and be like, yeah, I'll fall for money or whatever. But other than that, like, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's so real that it's hard for you to lie on it or about it or even try to like fix things. And that's
you can't fake those cuts for sure.
I know. Yeah, like anything, these knockouts, these things, like it's very raw, it's very real. So it's hard, it's real. Like, it's no joke. Like, it's different when you got the gloves off. So
that is a great fucking description, man. I like that she's put that down. The only error or room for improvement that I see with bare knuckle, and it's nothing that they could do currently, they're doing their best as is get more shows. Bigger shows, more consistently.
So my question about my question about the David Dana picture was, is that contract talks about fighter usage such as Mike Perry? Because Who was picking shit with Mike Perry not too long ago? UFC fighter.
No, Donald Cerrone.
Was it Cerrone?
Yeah.
I think Cerrone would do good in the bare knuckle though.
So do I.
Right?
And that's the thing is, I want obviously bare knuckle to go more international, but it's like it would be cool if we could find a way to do, like we said, a couple of bigger shows.
Strickland
Yeah.
would be huge for bare knuckle too. Oh man,
What's that?
Strickland.
Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
He would, I think.
Did you guys see?
Oh yeah, Faria.
Yeah,
Just saying she'll fucking fight him.
Spar. They're supposed to spar
They
on
spar?
Thursday. This Thursday.
What?
Yeah, they were going back and
At
forth. I
Extreme
think.
Couture.
No, they were going back and
I
forth.
don't know if they were, but
No,
he
they
was-
were. On
I
comment
didn't
section.
see. I just
No.
heard some rumors about it. so.
Incredible.
And Faria said
She said he was a boring fight. His last fight was boring.
and then she said she would spar him, and he said he would.
Did you see what he did to that streamer Sneeko?
He
He
is-
pounded all over.
But Sneeko stood, dog.
He did. I think
And he
if
was
he,
trying to knock him down.
I said, if you say anything about that video, dude, the only thing that you know is that kid has a chin, and Sean don't have the knockout.
He snuck Sneeko.
He was really, dude. He was pounding on Sneeko, trying to get
Just trying to
set his ass down, and he never did.
rip.
That said he saw Trump, the Sneeko thing, and whatever, that little meme that like
And
four
then-
different
oh.
things happened.
But that also brings up the Jake Paul fight. He said, "Why the fuck you trying to
yeah,
beat
he
up
called-
Jake
Jake?"
says $1 million
I'll fly you to Puerto Rico,
and beat your fucking ass.
beat you up, and if you get sat down, you have to tattoo better on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jake
There's
gets
a bunch of- There's a bunch of shit going.
They both accepted, so I think Jake gets him.
But he said, just like Patty, I bet you back out.
You paid
Yeah.
much attention to all that Fight World stuff, like outside of like
Fight
what-
World Live. Oh my God, that's a really good
Oh,
platform.
yeah. Do you pay much attention to like a lot of the other stuff going on? Does that interest you, or
Some of it. If I feel like it's worth my time and I can try to fight for it, then yeah. If I like the fighters, like as much as Sean Strickland doesn't like women fighting, and I don't blame him because again, other than bare knuckle, but I'm a fan of a couple of those UFC fighters and those other fighters that aren't a part of this world. So for sure, and either way, they're pioneers. They're the reasons why we have him here where we are today. So I definitely show my respect by paying attention to some of them, and the ones who actually have talent. And then
yeah. So what do you think about like PFL boxing and stuff? Then do you watch any of that, like Jake Paul and the Fury brothers and all that?
Yeah. So I like PFL for sure. I
do too. I like it. I'll stand by PFL as well. I think they deliver a good product.
All right, PFL or Karate Combat?
As far as as entertaining, like the one championship, like their fights are they're monstrous. They're just, it's crazy the shit that be happening on one championship. And UFC, it depends on the fighter. It depends on who's fighting. I'm not really, I don't know. Like I feel like it's gotten a little boring with some of these fighters.
Is there a beef brewing between BKFC and UFC? Listen to these fighters going back and forth. Listen to all of them. You know what I mean?
Remember, they took a picture together. It might be just part of promotion. It might just be a way to.
No, I'm saying as far as fighters, not promotion.
UFC is owned by WWE.
As far as fighters go.
Yeah, maybe that was dope to see them more UFC fighters come into bare knuckle. I mean, it's been amazing what we've seen already.
For sure.
Who's your favorite crossover?
Yeah.
So far, Mike, for sure. Mike, because you gotta see, like this is what, again, why I love bare knuckle. Look at how he was, and not that he was bad, but like he did good in the UFC, but he wasn't like, he wasn't more type champ. He wasn't like, but now in bare knuckle, look at how this guy is he's the freaking king of violence, and it's
damn, that fight was good.
Yeah, and it's like, but again, he took the gloves off. Like this guy was like built for this shit. He was made for this shit.
He's a machine, man. And when I talked to him, bro, so I was listening to him and I was like, bro, like, what are you gonna be doing for your next fight? He's like, I'm just gonna be in the gym. I was like, so what are you training for? Like specifically, you gonna be doing some striking or anything? You know what I mean? He's I just like the fucking fight, dude. Honestly, he's like, I really don't go in there and do all that jibber jabber bullshit. Yeah, it's at Knucklemania 3. He's like, I don't do none of that shit. He's like, honestly, I ask someone if they want to fucking spar and then we fight. That's how he trains.
He's a savage.
He just fucking fights all the time, dude.
Yeah, I love that shit though. That's how it should be. Well, I mean, to an extent, If you see that their person is down, then all right, let's not be an asshole about
You got Dave Mundell's fans screaming that he's ducking Dave. How does everybody feel about that, baby?
ducking Dave. I know
Yeah.
that Mike Perry. See, I love Mundell. definitely.
And BKFC, I think, is a different story.
Huh? I don't. I think that I know that they're looking for the money fights. You know. I know Perry's. You know, he's been paid very well with bare knuckle. And again, I'm definitely a redneck fan.
Oh, Molly.
Get him! Get him!
Oh, no, you're good.
Get him!
Get him.
Oh, yeah, so they're looking for the money. You're saying?
Oh yeah. So no, because I'm a like I said, I'm a fan of both. I would love to see that fight because I feel like Dell definitely deserves it. For sure. Like he's the freaking champ. Like he definitely deserves it. But I can understand where Perry's coming from as far as like financially and his family and stuff like that, and as far as like promoting wise. So I just feel like I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like business kind of ruins things a little bit. You know what I mean? That's where the politics starts to like fuck things up.
Right.
Okay, so with the history though, I feel like it does make it more a bigger fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in MMA, sure, Mike got Dave. Now in bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah, Dave said they've won each one. Dave won one. I think he said in like an amateur fight, and then I can't remember how that worked out.
Maybe they have 3.
But that's what like I'm concerned about, like with the UFC or not, the BKFC starting to have some of these big names, because it is awesome and it's fucking awesome to watch Mike Perry go out there and bang like he does. But it's like you have people that have been. I mean, shit. Dave Mundell has like 10 fights under his belt and has the belt. So, and then you have some people that want to, I mean, like you're saying, I understand financial wise, you know, and you want to draw a certain amount of viewers in and stuff, but there's a lot of fighters that are just as hungry as Mike Perry. So for me, I feel like it'd be a good fight just because of the history and the past.
Dave and
they
Perry
both have a belt. Yeah.
Oh, they got it bang, dude. I think it has to happen.
Belt.
Carrying a belt, you earn that shit. This is your home. This is yours. This is like it's Dave's all day. He's the champ. There's no one that anybody can say anything about it. That fight should be happening because that's what we're supposed to. That's the whole point of you working up your way in ranks. You're sitting there and trying to earn that to be like, I'm number one in my weight bracket. I'm number one in this. You know what I mean?
Even if Mike does lose and does get knocked out by by Mundell. I mean, it doesn't take the fact that he's the king of violence. So, dude's done some gangster ass shit, dude, in this sport. Dude.
I mean, that was fucking Eddie Alvarez.
Can you imagine if they fought and then if Dave won and then they did the rematch for the king of violence belt? That shit would be epic. Like, who the hell wouldn't want to watch that? That shit would be dope. It would be the perfect setup.
It's perfect. I think they got it, bang.
Have 2 fights from them guys. I think that'd be very big. Yeah.
I'm like trying to think of a way where they could have a competition for the king of violence belt.
You know what I mean? Dave wants it, I think. You know what I mean? Like, as in a sense, just to take it from Perry.
Well, and I think, honestly, he don't give a fuck about it because, like he said, he's like, I'm the real champ. I got the real
See,
thing,
the way Perry sees it, he's like, I already beat you twice. You know what I mean? He's like, well, I don't want to fight you again. But Dave's like, I have the championship title over here. But you're in my sport now, and everyone's thinking that you're the crown holder. No, he's like, I will beat you in my sport. So I think it just has to happen, man. This is one of those ingredients.
Yeah, and interesting beefs right now to me.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, and just for Perry to say that he only wants somebody with like a high social media number, it makes sense. But I think the more dogfights, definitely Dave Mundell.
Yeah, 100%.
But I mean, if we can drag Anthony Showtime Pettis over, that'd be good too. Though.
So let's just say you walk John for some God-given reason. You just go in there and you just walk her. Who do you got next? Who would you like?
Either Ferreira, because
what you're gonna call up Ferreira?
Yeah, why not?
For real?
They were offering her Jad. Well, Jad, when she wins, they were saying, then she's gonna be the number one to challenge Ferreira. She's the one that's going to be offered to fight Ferreira. So I should be given that same opportunity.
You dog walker. I think either way, I think you should go next.
Yeah, for sure. Right? Absolutely. They're not going to offer her.
I guess, yeah, winner of this fight should fight Ferreira. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I don't know how open of an honest you can be with this answer, but do you think you have knockout power as far as female?
I don't know. I haven't knocked anyone out yet.
Sure. Like in your opinion though, you worked bags. Come here.
I'm sorry.
Like you've worked bags though. Like in your opinion, what's your opinion when as far as that? Like, do you think you could knock
Bag
someone?
isn't. You know what I mean? It depends on the person. Like sometimes people got more chins,
Absolutely.
and there's a lot of variables in it. And I feel like I feel like, yeah, I'm strong, but knocking someone out is not easy, Like that's some shit. It depends on the person standing in front of you. It depends on how much your hands are really conditioned. Like if you know how to put power behind that punch. There's a lot. Like sometimes people are walking into the punch. Sometimes there's so many things. But as far as me thinking that I have the knockout power, I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't knocked anyone out. I can't even say yeah. And
That's an educated question.
Yep,
Fair enough.
Okay, and with that, I don't know if you're able to say this part, but are you going to try to push the pace? You going to try to hang back? Is there any plan there?
Yeah.
I'm an adaptable fighter. So I know that I'm her first lefty. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm also
all lefties but me. Check that shit out. Nerd.
So I know that she's definitely preparing for me in other ways that she hasn't had a competitor. So I can't really say, I know that it's gonna have to be in that moment. I have to be very quick on my feet. I can't even think. I have to react, and I have to react correctly. So
hey, taking what she gives you though, that's a smart answer too.
Taking and begging, baby.
Yeah, Ty.
Yeah.
Whatever he said.
Yep. So then what's the next big move? So because your first two fights were for BKFC, right? And then they started the prospect series. So now this will be a prospect fight. Will you have to do another prospect fight, or you kind of guaranteed a spot then? Like you're saying, you would hopefully get to
Good
fight
question, Jake.
Ferreira next. How does that work out for you?
I'm already a part of BKFC. They're just
I just wasn't sure how that works out.
Yeah, so it's all right. So they have their prospect fighters, and then they have like actual BKFC fighters on the prospect cards just to try to get better and to bring more eyes to the prospect series. I mean, shit, they don't need it because prospect series has been really good.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm already signed with BKFC.
Okay, yeah, I figured. I just wasn't sure. Because I thought that was a prospect card, so I wasn't sure what.
Yeah. No,
question, bro.
I was gonna say because like Dakota doesn't, he's already got one, so does Dotson, so they didn't need to fight for a title.
That's what I was saying
or
earlier,
for
man. They're stacking these cards.
But outside of you and Jod, you get everybody else is fighting for a contract though, right?
Everyone. I'm not sure if they're putting any other BKFC fighters on the card yet. But as for right now, I know that it's just me and her.
I think if they added 3 more fights, that'd be good. Then you have a nice 10 fight card.
That would be dope. That would be really dope.
Is Jod from Canada?
Yeah, that's one.
Okay, so she might be able to carry the card then. You know what I mean? I was just wondering, like, hometown hero. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. I was wondering because I was like, if you're both from out of town and they're relying on you guys to maybe fill the stadium, I was like, this is gonna be really tough.
Yeah, the location you're not at all.
Right.
Right. That's diagonally across.
Like maybe like 2 weeks ago, they had to add more seats because so many people were attending, and it's definitely because of her, for sure.
Oh shit! Incredible. Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that is good, dude.
No, she's 2-1 in BKFC.
Yeah, it's not because of you.
No, it's definitely be real.
She's like, no, that's Canada for real.
It's not only because she's from Canada; it's because she's very pretty and she's a dog. So
right, people want to watch her throw them things.
Whatever. She sold tickets. That's she's doing me a favor too by even accepting the fight. So I'm with it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, she has beaten a really tough BKFC face, Taylor Starling. Taylor just recently came off a pretty big win herself. She just beat Savage. Would you fight Taylor or Savage if the opportunity came upon it? So not simply just because it's a fight and it's in front of you, but would you have any interest such as like I don't like their style or that style particular fits my style?
Yeah, I've said yes to fight. Me and Taylor said yes to fight each other last year in November.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I guess that they were trying to match Taylor and Savage. So that fight, BKFC had other other fights, Jenny and mine for her instead of me and her.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen. But we said yes to each other already.
All right. Well, I would like to see that come to, fruition or whatever.
Be dope.
Mhm.
What'd you think about that fight, Savage and Taylor?
I watched it. It was good. They were definitely showing each other a lot of respect during the fight.
I wanted to see more bite.
I was expecting a little bit more, but I don't blame them because they're both very good and they're both no joke. So they definitely had to show that respect because they're nothing to play around with. So
Do you think their friendship kind of got in the way? They seemed like they had a lot of respect. Like they didn't really
They
know.
had beef before, I thought. Though.
Yeah, but they've kind of healed those wounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem kind of friendly to each other. You know what I mean?
Heals everything.
Nice.
Right. No, it just seemed like they were too friendly to each other. If that's what you're meaning, like you were expecting more bite, then yeah, I would agree. I just felt like they were a little too friendly to each other.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I don't know if it was respect or friendly. I didn't know that they were friends like that. But yeah,
I didn't know. I don't think they are friends like that, but I do think they're friends in as far as like behind the scenes and like they're just like they. I don't know. I think if there was a little animosity like there was before, we would have seen a lot more action.
Well, for someone like Taylor was saying, like she had something to prove, and that was like a comeback thing. Like I just thought, like after she kind of got up a little bit on the scorecard to back off like that, kind of. I would think you'd want to kind of make a statement.
Good point.
She kind of did.
Yeah.
I mean, she was landing a lot of like jabs and stuff, but it was just, once she got up in the second or third, she kind of, I feel like, backed off. And
Jules promising a thicker female,
like
a thicker female presence in the sport,
Mhm.
and as a matchmaker and a scout. How many do you expect to fight 3 or 4 times this year?
Yeah,
I
that's what I was
want to see it. It definitely depends on how I'm coming out of the fights.
Yeah.
So if I'm coming out like basically healed, then I definitely want to fight 2 months later. I don't want to wait long. I want to try to get as many as possible.
At least 3,
Yeah, no, I also have to be honest. I've been offered other fights elsewhere. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they want to do with me.
But so would you?
Is that MMA?
Yeah, or is that Muay Thai or what? Are you allowed to even say? Kind of
It's Muay Thai. I've been offered Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and boxing fights elsewhere.
okay.
Yeah.
And so how does that work with BKFC? If you're tied to it in any way,
No, you can bang as long as it's not bare knuckle.
Yeah, you can bang as long as it's not bare knuckle. Also, you have to notify them. You got to make sure that bare knuckle is definitely the priority.
Yeah.
But no, you can go elsewhere. You're just not allowed to. It depends on your contract, honestly. If they're with you fighting elsewhere on a bare knuckle and they give you the okay, then you can do that too.
So was Gogo's issue because it was last second
No,
and
he's
he was
champion.
the champ?
Yeah, champion, and you can't cross promote as a champion.
Yeah. Okay. When I just didn't know because his shit was kind of like last second too. I thought when he announced he was going to do that. So
I heard they offered Gogo a pretty good chunk of change.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
I'm not mad at anyone that's trying to fucking handle their business. You know what I mean?
Low key, I kind of, as a fan of bare knuckle and a fan of Gogo and his, his performances, I really wish he would have kind of just laid low and, maybe just waited it out with bare knuckle. But I do understand his approach for a larger bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're just trying to do what we can for our families,
Sometimes it's all timing, man. And Gogo, we know all in his situation, he wants to come to the States permanently. You know what I mean? And who knows what kind of timeline he's on or anything like that. So I'm sure a lot of it was in play that we don't understand.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's why we ain't here to judge. We're just here to try and hope.
We're just here to talk about it. The weekly bus, baby. We're here. Yeah, we up. Time to turn up. Another. Well, what?
I was just gonna say, it just sucked seeing him. Right after he got the.
Oh, he got torched too,
well,
man.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, that was a.
I talked to him right after that, the day afterwards, man. He was all like, "Yeah, I don't know." He's like, "Wasn't expecting that."
Hey, it's a karate combat, different animal,
I think it's sick.
Another.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
Anyways, another person that I think that would be a good fight would be Ty Emery. I heard that. I was just thinking.
And who?
Are they
Gabrielle.
weight division?
Yeah, they're close. Yeah, they're right on the money. I think you should fight Ty. That would be sick.
Yeah, I know of her. Didn't she fight Brittany? Or was
I
it
can't remember who
was
Ty
it
fought in her lineup.
was
She's fought a
her?
few times.
I was like, because she fought on that Thai card,
Mhm.
you know, and that's the one where she showed breasts.
That girl?
Ty
Yeah,
Emery, yeah.
the LFL linebacker.
Was that girl?
She's actually a fucking beast, dude.
She fought.
Poe Denman, and I can't pronounce the the other. I don't wanna.
I thought you were talking about Poe. I got her mixed up. So
Got you. Yeah, Ty's beast, dude. I mean, she got so hard of a lion, dude. I think y'all could.
What'd she fight at?
125. Yeah,
All right, let's set it up.
that would be cool. Oh, look at you, Levi. You're just ripping
What'd I
out
do?
Riptown.
Oh shit, Riptown.
Wow.
R.I.P. to the dream. So
The dream's over.
well, you know, GTA. It's done. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. Jake had one for you. Jake,
Huh?
let her know.
Let her know,
Oh,
Jake.
yeah,
For fuck's sakes.
For fuck's sakes. Oh, I just saying, I think that would actually be a cool fight. I just am
No, it would be a damn
excited for and that's what I'm hoping with the prospect series. What happens is we start to see a couple more like badass female fights, because a few that I've seen like in person have been pretty awesome. So I know if we get a couple more bangers.
The female fights on BKFC.
Well, and that's what
in
I was going to ask is
particular
if
are
you
some of the most
feel
entertaining.
like a certain kind of pressure to go out there and bang. That's why I'm not trying to talk shit one way or another about Taylor Starling's and Jenny's fight, but it's like, do you feel like a kind of pressure to have to go out there and bang just because maybe there's a little bit more something to prove on that end? Or
for as far as like what female
it's like being a female fighter and just kind of how people look at it like that. I'm not trying to make it seem like people look at it some kind of way.
That's a
but-
fucking fantastic question.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. Let's
I
be
am.
real. Say it with your chest, dog.
I don't think it, I promise.
No.
Say
So
it with your chest.
reality is that we're not men, you know. There's no way that we're gonna ever be able to like we're women fight like women and men fight like men. And the fact that it's bare knuckle, I'm not gonna sit there and try to be a man and try to entertain the way men do. I'm gonna sit there and fight the way that the best that I can, you know.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I'm not I like
She fucking impresses me. You have really educated, like well answered and well fucking worded answers, man. It's insane.
Thank you. I prayed before this, I swear.
Yeah. Well, and I was just
God bless.
wondering because I was just shocked, honestly, at the Ferreira fight down in Salt Lake because they were fucking banging. It was like second or third round, and it was like pretty quiet in there. And I'm like looking around, trying to like.
I was
hype
going
people up,
bananas,
and
dude.
it
That was a
just-
good fight.
It was so fucking like nothing, and it was like these two are out here fucking banging, dude. It's like show them, and finally midway through the third, I feel like they started to get.
Faria walked her up
Right.
on the corner and they were banging, dude. And when like Beck got hit with like a hook, dude, like a right or a left hook, I can't remember what it was. It woke her up where she banged herself out of that corner. I was like, this is sick as fuck.
Oh, they was getting down, dude. They was throwing them things.
Yeah.
Oh
A lot
yeah,
of people-
Berber.
I mean, we all exerted a lot of energy after that fucking Kai Stewart fight. You
Hey,
know?
that's no cap,
That was
man.
a fucking 5-round war. And
Yeah.
it's no disrespect to the ladies, but those boys put on, you know.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
And then the heavyweights, dude. Mick and Arnold went at it. Fuck, there was so many good fights that night.
Mhm,
God damn, it was fun. It
mhm.
was
I think
good shit, dog.
too, to leave that for so late, I feel like the women definitely should be in the beginning of the card because again, we're not men, and the men, you know, they're animals.
You say before the heavyweight fight, then?
Huh?
Maybe like right before the heavyweight fight? Is that what you're saying?
Women should be put in the beginning of the card. Whether they're like, and this is not this right. This
As a championship fight, I don't know.
women in fighting sports is if you put them in the beginning, let them be like basically like the prelims, you know. Towards the end of prelims, I feel like it would definitely benefit us as women as far as like promotion wise and stuff
That's
like that.
interesting.
Because it's like once you see men fight and you see the men bang, and we're not gonna bang the same, you know, like we don't work the same as men, and we're very strategic. We're more strategic. We're more, you know, sometimes we get emotional, and then you see us going at each other without even thinking, and then just freaking going balls out. But again, that when you see that and warming up to like the real big freaking two, like the gorillas and the fucking lions going after each other, I feel like it would just benefit the women fighting in all fighting sports, just to be in the beginning leading up to, you know, the men fighting it out. So
I think the only earliest for a women's title fight would have to have been like 4th to the main.
I agree.
Before the heavyweights.
Middle of the card, if anything.
No, like to bring the main card in. Like double, you know, I think if there was going to be 2 double features as there was on that fight, I think they should have went before Arnold Adams and Mick. If you were going to move it up, that's where
I thought I'm on this side where Faria. I think, you know, because Faria's the opposite. She feels like I'm gonna give you a performance. You're gonna walk out of this stadium thinking that this was the fight of the night.
And that's why I said if I was going to move it up, I'd only put it 2 fights earlier.
But sadly, she never really has a chance to. She always tortures her people. Usually, you know what I mean. In the first, they're gone. They're like, oh shit, there goes another one.
That's the whole point. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's not like they're fighting bad. It's just that the crowd is so hyped up from before the fights. They have a certain expectations.
Yeah, and you kind of proved that when you said that.
You know, so it's I think it's not bashing. I'm a woman, you know. I just feel like it's for us to be in the beginning. To let
Levi kind of proved that when you said that too, because he was like, yeah, we kind of blew all of our energy on Kai's fight, you know, and HD's.
I was screaming for Christine's fight.
Oh yeah, I was going bananas too, man. But I tried, but I was wore out too at the same time.
I was
fucking dogs.
Really big breaths.
That fight was freaking. It was really good. It was really good. But like you guys said, it. Everybody was quiet. Nobody was really cheering on. Nobody. But it was a really good freaking fight. It wasn't a bad fight. It was a really good fight.
It was awesome.
And
it was a good bang out.
So it's just about placement. It's about, you know, building that up. So.
Do you have plans to go to Knucklemania 4 in LA?
Los Angeles, baby.
I don't know if like visiting, like
yeah, even if you don't get a fight, I mean, just to kind of show out, maybe stir the pot and fucking try and get some clout going on some shit. That's what the kids call it, clout today.
Yes, so we'll see if I can afford to. If my, you know, because all that costs money, and it's all.
Absolutely.
Whether it's out of my pocket or my management team's pocket, it's still money. So we'll see.
Hey, I know that the boys plan to be there.
Hell yeah, rocking up, going back to Cali.
They just opened up Cali for the fighting and shit. I'm just stoked for that. I knew that it would be quick that they would set something up there, but I didn't know they'd be doing a big ass event like that there.
Oh, it's gonna be big, burger.
It's a burgers, burger.
It should be one of the biggest cards. I mean, that's LA money, right?
Gabrielle, so we're coming to a close here. You've been freaking amazing. You're really smart. I think this is gonna shock a lot of people because I felt like you were gonna be more introverted and you were not that way, and you were totally ready for everything that we shot at you, and you came back with really, really smart answers.
I think after your fight, we'd love to have you back on to hype for our next opponent.
Yeah. I think
have our shit working properly.
Yeah.
You already know if I win, I want Christine, so we can talk about that after the fight if you want.
So we love Christine. We'll set it up
both on at the same time because she loves to come on.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
We did it with Gogo and Jake Lindsay. That shit was tough as fuck. That was months before.
You have any sponsors? Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody?
Yeah, holla.
That fucking helps you out.
Swerve Cuts. I want a combat. There's so many. I'm sorry. A Brew, Quisqueya, First Choice, New Jersey. There's so many. I'm so sorry. I just went blank. See, I was good up until right now.
Don't worry. I always forget my words.
A lot.
I forget my words.
Should have had this like written down. Usually my manager is popping up in the comments like, say this, say that, say this.
Oh yeah, see, we went. This is for Fight World Live, so we just recorded it.
Yeah,
we threw you a curveball.
Oh, I know you guys are you feature off of like Amazon Prime Video, right? That's dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's so freaking cool.
Yours will probably come out right before your fight.
Yeah, it should.
Like it'll come out probably the Sunday before your fight.
Yeah.
Let me put it up on my page. Make sure everybody goes to your stuff.
Oh yeah, appreciate you.
Send me a thing so I can. You guys have an Instagram page, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
16.9 followers, 1,000.
Yes. So for sure. I appreciate you guys even having me. So thank you so much.
No, thank you for coming on.
Some of the technical difficulties.
And before you get out of here, I'm going to let Jake run a sponsor.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, this are on this.
You know, I got to shout out the boys at Beard Wisconsin. I love them. If you got an itchy beard, some dry skin, go check them out. They got all the stuff you need to get a healthy, happy beard going, baby.
And I'm going to bring it over to the Halftime Sports Bar, the number one sports bar in town. You want to gamble, you want to eat, you want to play, you go down and listen to some live music with Joe Ryan on Wednesday nights at where? Nowhere else but the Halftime Sports Bar. Tyler.
If you are in the fitness industry or in the fight industry and you guys are looking to get your physique on and you're also trying to have a good time, try our boys over there at Bucked Up Energy. They do it best and they make sure they give you the purest quality for the purest body, baby. They want to keep you supreme and lean. Let's go get bucked up with the boys over there at Bucked Up Energy.
But if you're looking for a house, you know where to go. The number one realtors in town, Dustin Young and Company. Shout out to everybody over there. Amber, Paul, and Audrey. And Dustin Young himself.
You got some trash that needs to be removed. You know the boy, Kyle Hudson. Hit him up. You got an old lady that needs gone. Get her out. Kyle will get rid of her for you. Give him a call. He's the man. He'll take care of any kind of trash. What's crazy is last week after we were done filming our episode, I was like, oh, shit, these dudes are taking all this garbage out there.
Guess who it was?
Oh, it was the boy, Kyle Hudson, taking out hella trash. So hit him up if you need it.
Shout out to our boys over there, TP4. That's 20 past 4, your one-stop vaping head shop. You see me vaping here. This is that Supreme Raz with that blue raspberry. You know what I mean? That's what I've been puffing on the whole time. If you want to get down like me, go to 20 past 4. We got 5 locations. 1 in Billings, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, and 1 in Arizona. Prescott, baby. Make sure you check them all out. And if you see them, say hi from the bus.
Say what's up from the bus, baby.
Say hi.
All right, and our NASCAR jacket's almost done. We got the number 1 rated dispensary in the state. Native Grown. You want to get high. Native Grown's where to go. And bye, baby. Tell them the boys sent you. Shout out to Emerald City Casino and the Amigo Lounge. Go and get yourself gambled up, or you can go get some damn good food.
And let's not forget the boys at Donnybrook. They got that dope-ass clothing apparel. They just sent it to us, so I'm going to be rocking some fatty Donnybrook here soon. And shout out to the boy Randy Kiesler for the flag and back. If you noticed, we got this hard-ass flag and back. The boy
shout
Randy
out to Fire Artisan Pizza. They are the firest pizza in all of Great Falls.
Yeah. And shout out to the Niners, baby. Ooh.
Gabrielle Roman, this is our final shout-out, and it goes out to you because you've been a fantastic guest. Thanks for tolerating my bullshit.
Give her one. Let's go.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on, and thank everybody else for tuning in. With that, we are the Weekly Bust. Elevate your vaping and smoking experience with 20 past 4, Montana's premier vape, water pipe, and accessory shop. Discover a world of possibilities at 5 convenient locations, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, 1 in Billings, and for our friends in Arizona, we've got you covered with a location in sunny Prescott. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff are ready to guide you through the latest trends, ensuring you to find the fit for your lifestyle. Plus, don't miss out on exciting promotions and discounts, making your shopping experience even better. 20 past 4, where quality meets satisfaction. Visit us today at one of our 5 convenient locations.